Now, Sport GHL YouTube, let's have a good conversation because there are lots of things to discuss. And of course, you know that this is your usual back to back. But we don't want to stories be and I'm a cuckoo, my dear bro. But that's not it because you know, say a do games to say yeah. You're trying, am I a game near the one someone so Eddie, bro? What I say? I feel no abaha or daroma, subscribe. Shema would near for Florida, so in your quite no shibby. What's it? The Yabonko because Barcelona is already there, semifinals. Paris Saint-Germain are already there, and then home teams ni na share 3 and so cry Madrid for Jata win as home teams ni na share 3 in touch number 3 the be so never prevent Arsenal from scoring. Well, that's a different conversation we are going to have because stories be bree Madrid camp Mesadia bro. But Barcelona are already through and then hey Minnesota Barcelona fwashi happy, but I know in Yamani be bree when we say interview so the players and coaches are admitting to the fact to say especially in the first half. The kind of performances at Barcelona, you can imagine say Barcelona be first 45 minutes, near ball 45 minutes, now Barcelona ball 1 shot, 0 shots on target. Dortmund about 10 shots, 3 shots on target. First half and Kuyi. Let me even tell you because this thing I wanted to share with you. Watch this very carefully. Now how bad Barcelona for no way in the first half. Say plays a true maker power pack and also Gavi and a true maker pie in the first half, first 45 minutes. 6.6 kilometers. Now about Pascal Gross, Sviensen, Dimiencha, Maximilian Bayer, Dortmund 4+4, and son about Fermin Lopez. No about Anton, no about Frankie de Jong, Rafinha. Into Rafinha, Crano Tumrican. You can look, he was not running. Pau Kubasi. You ask yourself, say, Nelami Yama were in. I mean, the first half, he was that poor. And Mr. Boys, you know, they went into the game knowing very well, say, we said the qualification, yeah, bad. What I say, you know, and yes, I know, but I said they were too relaxed. They were just too relaxed. And the coach had to make few changes because Inigo Martinez, you know, or the yellow card, I miss semi-finals. And you know, many coach in here saying the Ronaldo, you be Jinemunabo, Pedri about so many games into Yama Gavi, Ember partner Frankie de Jong. I mean, apart from that, Gerard Martini, they say he's playing because Alejandro Baldi is injured. So the lineup, I have no problem with that. But I mean, the kind of performance, you know, enjoy. But you see, Ronald Royu, interview BCC also, or no, what Bob Barcelona now for so many years on board semi-finals of the Champions League now, and they. When you able semi-finals of the Champions League, or you're extremely proud, or say, and you many be or jitum or a defender, and don't cry from Swama Grassi as you go. Name the way to can say, and from Swadi be breezy, or some correct as soon as possible. Listen, say, or Muko when him no, sound from Swan on talk so echoes one here, not aqua affected Barcelona. Say, I was so when about the qualification match or say Yamani be breezy, see what partner. So results Sanka or Jitum say Ankoye, but he's happy about the qualification. And on Bisano say results na munya 4-0 a play roller na. And also, oh yes, or Jitum to some extent because at the end of it, you know, now I was a coach, you know, extra results now or making changes. Our line up in ways and say place me breathe up games at Chentina was a coach, you know, a changes. And not was what I say match me to say a champ for the other Barcelona players natural be say Champions League, you know, referee Emba Ben say upon Bibia bets me see even though they had the advantage, but Obia Jutum say performance or modernity, you know. Anko do maybe na game no more aye den pa e di amom no yen sama Ronald Royu and so eka yes you see and then Barcelona I would say not to, you know, for instance, okay, let me tell you something. Yeah, game the 490 minutes, you know. Dortmund able 18 shots, 11 of them and an A on target. Barcelona bought 7 shots, only 2 and an A on target. You can imagine Dortmund for creating 5 big chances. Barcelona did not create one. But the most important thing is that Barcelona are qualified. What I said. That is the most important thing. I know say Nenipa Dodo na be person ka anya bia nka Barcelona for and so a more draw. But I mean, it is what it is. Say Omanai is semi-finals alongside Paris Saint-Germain, and much respect to Aston Villa. Much respect to Unai Emery. The kind of performance of Madrid, wow. I love that. What I say. And then Omama Kofa respect to me. They did not start the game well. Charlie PSG 4 years or more ball counter. Send you see this speed. Konanoshi. Hakimi ball first goal. Nuno Mendes ball almost ball transition quantum too much. You know mobile. Obre. What I say. Telemans be share go McGinn. Charlie Aston Villa before them be stage. A mini comeback with they just needed one goal. Nanka omu push game at the semi-finals. But much respect to them. Paris Saint-Germain for no so akwa nti ya twen nyame adomo a Bayern Munich Inter Milan game, Arsenal and Real Madrid game ye behwe na ewudi e betimi akọ even if it is underwhelming, the most important thing say team na ahye you can imagine Rafinha about 2 shots back up and on target. Lamine Yamal about 1 shot and then 1 more shot on target. Lewandowski crowd the original ho sa na yepon game You can imagine what I say. 80, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes some of these results you just take it. Yeah, when you say Barcelona for just session for the very first time in his Barcelona career, we lose a game. We say Oja for 22 games not on lose here. But as they say, the Akobano no. What I say, the Akobano no. The Barcelona Sankasa 110 so then make and say white shorts now almost no. The last time what Kai almost is our white shorts then the Las Palmas. A shot with 2-1. And then also so much sans a form white, Omelusu 3-1. When one can say just we a balog because just we mote Barcelona no. Just win a number shit. But I say, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, but say PSG 4 essay qualified Munsa Haaland. Wakwa like say I PSG 4 my idea ye pa say ma qualify we be am Aston Villa for no on be so jade go so brutal as master who hwem na o mo Manchester City hwem na ball Manchester City be on say Bayern Munich for so akwa drew Milan na Thomas Muller e ma me enene papa na busuan for musu di nechi o so e fly akwa Milan wo akwa hwe game ni bi say hey one for game is serious baba they are some crazy. Hey, and then the stories also because there are lots of things I also need to look at. Anyway, my main they say Barcelona 50 million. I can't count them. Of course, you are going to the semi-finals. It makes a lot of things. Mamifa, other stories also from bro. Me now can say so mini flags I was say yeah this sign Santiago Bernabeu and the supporters na send e be am ba stadium wa. Umetimi also abra ya to Real Madrid enyom no na mo ye de sesamu ye ni nyina no everything me no ka say sisi ya hyehye ni nyina wo Santiago Bernabeu a nyame adom a wodru a na watam wo de na afi emre so na ye ka say munyimu a na wososo wo yimu de Real Madrid for training na Madrid for year no ebisa for say the obvious guys that train Dani Caballal, Lunin, and then Militao for long men, the train. But the rest, I'm sure say we all know them. A training, come. It say Madrid camp with you. Asumdwe ni bread aba. I'm going to tell you what happened. Jude Bellingham in the press conference and Carlo Ancelotti press conference. But before then, players are Carlo Ancelotti from war camper. Almost prepare for the game, Thibaut Courtois, Frank Gonzalez, Sergio Mestre, defenders, David Alaba, Lucas Vazquez, Jesus Valeu, Fran Garcia, Antonio Rudiger, Raul Asensio, midfielders, Jude Bellingham, Fede Valverde, Luka Modric, Afe Chouameni, Arda Güler, Dani Ceballos, any more for Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo Goes, Endrick and Ibrahim Diaz. Of course, these are the players Carlo Ancelotti atonsa edia from almost so ewa camp okay. I mean that is one of those things we're expecting. But we say interviews no so dey bebre David Raya na Central Kobisa na master what one we am show say goalkeepers bebre kwa Santiago Bernabeu na say tough game beat say ya omudru Santiago Bernabeu eya mistakes nko an omu you na what one we am show dey and I say ono na adwen a odwen no enye say obi koye mistake ana say da I say I am thinking about the match and we will see what happens. Since I want to and I will so David Raya ebe from so the end what I say Arsenal ekuta momentum they saying the first leg they played well and they had the results they wanted. Into no Omoma Santiago Bernabeu say they are coming to make history. Or say we are here to win the game. And they say Arsenal for according to David Raya and yeah, about the draw, crowd say we are here to win the game. That's the most important thing. Arsenal for share a free game no more. And then centrally back be Santiago Bernabeu no mo se mo dru ha on be ye de duguma sumu san de nko an mo be you. And us already the supporters ne be no ono goalkeeper David Raya be no control. Also he has no control over the kind of ness the supporters will do. Nemum or say I was someone kasa Arsenal players no more focused e wo mo ho no more dwen Kwayamba Faso aha Madrid and only idea I was somewhere say they are going to create chances and they are going to score goals. Hey, that is a Vima David Raya. Eriaba and Yasam Kitwa. Hey, Mikel Arteta, you say, look, we respect Real Madrid, but we do not fear them. I love that. I say we respect Real Madrid, but we do not fear them. Yeah, Bu Madrid pa nebum esro party. Yesro mo kra na msiki. I say game no mo ba no. Omo ba aba be win game no. Now, on the Madrid first side, they have the history because in the Champions League, they have won it 15 times. Someone has now won the NGB. For that, he respect that. But all that game, no more. Now, wakwa pick the needed point. Inti, honestly, so Mikel Arteta would see this something clearly. Honestly, so you're against Oba be Bodrobia, Master Oba, no Oba be for winning. I'm say, Simeone Inzaghi. Inter Milan for coach or say he opened the best team ever Europa and Bayern Munich and Real Madrid on our form at the moment into Bayern Munich and Real Madrid where you dig Simeone Inzaghi, coach of Inter Milan, and also someone who kind of skies at the assembly anyway. Let me for you cram by the way fee. Mikel Arteta no mkobi say what's a Madrid for so on be comeback and also Thomas say Madrid, in their history, they have done so many, comebacks. Since he said, Obi Eka comeback at the Babata Real Madrid for all sorts of money now, must say. Nebum, the best of catching in and say, Omono, they are not thinking about what Real Madrid are thinking. Or say, in their mindset, they are preparing to have a crucial game. Or say, at Diabakwa, Ombetinya, and say, they are going to be better in some aspects of the game. Inti, Ateta Kas, Asam Nanam Sky. Akwawi. Coach Wadi, we are going to better in some aspects of the game. Let's just for free kick say aspects of the game which in the first leg they took advantage of it. Maybe that is the plan, almost so air planning. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see what will happen. I'm scared, no problem. I mean, 2 minutes, Benfica for matter say, I'm contacting Manchester City for Bernardo Silva. Almost started aiding come. I say Afina initial talks no about say Bernardo Silva should return back to Benfica. In Tinkomono so egusu ekoso talking about Manchester City. Matter somne Xavi Simons enko for so aiding come on na hwe no. Se Xavi Simons yeja Manchester City epe players e won fifi we sakwanya wo honko ade. Why not? They are going to give it a try. Area and Ederson goalkeeper at Manchester City. Ekoye ne scan no say we weekend the instead of some scan no who the extent of the injury me no can say see doctors for for the extent of the injury by but I am being told from Manchester City camp say we are worried they say send any money see ekeka kono the bia na injury no ache. Meanwhile, Phil Foden is so injured, matter say, and yes, serious. And Nyame Antoma every weekend, Abra Manchester City, any Everton, Asia Kaino, obebobo ni bi. And Manchester City training na nya some ketua ekọ so kama na mskei no problem. Ma men to am some so san bi si di ne ma free. What do we say na e wo Villa Park abra Aston Villa and Paris Saint-Germain ebono ye be ba na we see a national about Champions League anthem because that is the normal thing we normally do. Well, time I mean what happened? He said DJ knows announced. I just don't know. Yeah, who you answer the Europa League. On the Europa League, I shall not confess. Oh, master, can't cause a no na ujafu. Oh, who do you know? But very funny, very funny. Yami adomo. Players are on the yellow card. Our Arsenal game with more boss semi-final. If they qualify, during Timber or can be Thomas Taipate can be Declan Rice can be and Martinelli and so account 4 players and likely says some the yellow card they are going to mix the semi-finals first leg, so they need to be very careful. Arsenal they we training we and I'm full plane ever drew Madrid and you may on my park and also come. I'm gonna give you pictures of Arsenal. I was Santiago Bernabeu, what I say. Ain't you know? And your bad cry. And Barcelona supporters are a copiemo stadium war 3,000 supporters. 3,000 supporters of Marco 3,000 and a copiemo. And so we're talking about Barcelona once again. Okwa Camp Nou, baby a place na ebetsna na VIP area so kakrano. Let me try and give you pictures of Onyema Ekoso Ewo Santiago Bernabeu. So this is it. Interesting. They say nkoso when you break anya bad cry say mpanyimfo ni abro say yeah nobody be shame. You know very well say they need to do these things. Very important. Anyway, Mama Carlo Ancelotti na fe yamon komo kakra. As a match we require the man place ning in answer obia bebo at the maximum level. Or say I was so much seriousness in the park. Say they are fully concentrated on the game and not end a bit Madrid for it's me Romatada. No say Madrid for no the quality to do it. They have the experience to do it. Or more fans to do it. They have the resources to do it. Or say Sani Mani no Madrid ewa or make me affect a changing game no in their favor. Or say on to me assure self results in the chin now what he can assure all of us, they say, including the technicals, the entire players are going to give out their best. Inti omebo pa. Inti no results then you so nyam you bit me a open the best of Madrid la nyam antomo or saying you now but say you be with the best of Madrid. And I'm ko bi san say story bi wo ho say so lose game we ye pamo. And I'll say, Sir, and as I for I know so no on your two shows says somebody in a crib. Into a movie on, ye be a different question on your two shows say, Motu Amaka say, Olusu game where on Bepam, and I'm saying, yo, Mate, anyway, Carlo Ancelotti, and someone also Eka. And as I for say, are you going to make changes or line up Ribuana? And also on the line up repair with the three on country. And as I was, oh, senior, it's a hoka craft from mouse. On him the entire place they be say kind name so no ampa David also on country and no be sense game no at all so na pressure kakra was so no say ono or a lot of experience we big games be breed. This is not going to be the first big game of so a very calm but hope say results no ebeko in favor of Real Madrid and then centrally back be sense na Kylian Mbappe the situation not to sense say oh okay and also and no okotia Alaves player no na Kylian Mbappe is very down as na niema ha no say one shada but ade no say the sikopi eni o say if it ono on boy na kasasa we say Kylian Mbappe aba back to normal esan say oh here Kylian Mbappe set games no the goals e be play crucial role and so at the Madrid talking about that tackle on say be catch us 1 match and now I likely some remember Kylian Mbappe officially La Liga for now communicate to all clubs to say just 1 game. It's officially afei na ababon things you know fact to go to jomwe ata say David Raya say yan kan kire mu nyina say master monto maju Martin Some feel say omo Arsenal for whom popo dia forget. Also forget to cross say no say or no David Ryan and say Arsenal team feeling nervous. So say we are feeling nervous for what? Also that be also remember someone will be create to omo history. What I saying, so who some neighbors that forget to cry because that is not part of what they want to do. Yami do much that game on me born. I'm see you. On himself Vinicius Junior and there our Instagram we go post Santiago Bernabeu Eddie Atuo to say ehunehuna nkoa na kwa no wakwa post Eddie Atuo wakai Mario Gomez or ball Bayern Munich Wolfsburg striker tintin kese bi pa no and then say for bi just offer Johnny be say questions Santiago Bernabeu no for Madrid for betimi aye comeback and also so betimi aye comeback and I say Santiago Bernabeu the best stadium we wo wiase a ono akasa ehu but as to come back na dey or say possible. Meanwhile omo bisa no say we a striker na me ka say most talented strikers say we say obefa wan also obefa Ronaldo de Lima na wafa Karim Benzema esan say these are two players a die bi obeka so munye wo wiase bia no ometimi aye as strikers na say yo Mati. Anyway, Mikel Arteta say yan kanche wiase nyansa Thomas Partey or you okay? Ben White are available. It is only Jorginho and unfortunately he is unable to play that game. But apart from that, the players now all showing him some basic kind of and so are available. John Metoff, Manchester United for former sporting director. For the Martinez say or Koye Juma our Atlanta as new director of global development. New director of global development. I know, and someone say, and also free na so yeah, but I'm so okay. Say uja for nye joma. It's ne fiache Manchester United. The years too slow no. Na my too slow kakra dia mano. Visa company no mko bisanse no ya undergo ni bi against Inter Milan. Jonas Uibik ono and a better goal. No now we shemu and I say one of the positive things that atuomo in the season Jonas because remember na no ya a pride no money gidi but boy na ba better goal ni po say ono or 100% confidence in the goalkeeper say obekọ Milan wo na fi wakwa gidem ama Bayern Munich no we creative in fact why serious saves ama Bayern Munich to no visa company say or GDA pa Edema Jonas Ubek without Manonoya. Jonas is going to do a very good job. And Mukobi-san say what to say Bayern Munich full legend Lothar Matthäus say master I was all started Thomas Muller and also no respected Papa ni pa na as to players SSS started here or can say players SSS started here you no discretion on ne betche enti papa na nsam no kana obuo pa am de man but enyo ne betche e bia players nkra onfa enra game ne monam si anu anu no ha ade asem kra ni okay mama Lucio no mko bisan say wo abo Inter Milan asan so abo Bayern Munich nyame antuma Inter ne Bayern Munich no be support team be no to be very honest in the man ontimi enchire esan so obo Bayern Munich for no reshape ne career Inter Milan so boa ne yepa into also game no obehwa obeche na komone mu mienu ohwa ha no ahwe ho kakra because he cannot decide or say I cannot decide I don't be sansana Thomas Muller or saw the football ni eba the way and also tomedi one no abo ball pen na open one of the greatest players abewiasa or can be essence the qualities the oba who said Thomas Muller great qualities as a player and someone lose you and so I'm so okay let's take this opportunity and say bye bye.